Hello guys, welcome to our lesson. Look at this picture. It's very beautiful, isn't it? It's my hometown. And you, where do you live? In a big city, in a small town, or in a village? What it's like? In this lesson you can learn how to talk about your hometown in English. Let's start with some basic English vocabulary you can use to talk about your hometown. Look, you can start. I live in a city, in a town, I live in a village. It's a good start, but it's very basic. Let's add more details. What's the name of your city? For example, I live in Stavropol. It's the administrative center of Stavropol region. It is located in the south of Russia. Good, it was part 1. And now we have to think about background and details. So we have to add more information. Think of these 3 questions. First one, what's your hometown famous for? Second, can you think of some words you could use to describe your hometown? And how long have you lived there? And look at my example. My town, my Stavropol town, my hometown is famous for its green parks. It's very comfortable to live there, and me, I have lived there since 1996. And you guys, one more, these 3 questions. Think about these questions. How could you answer to these questions? What's your hometown famous for? Can you think of some words you could use to describe your hometown? And how long have you lived there? Okay, are you ready? Do you have your own answers? I think yes. And we continue. Part 3. Okay, guys, I want you to think about something positive, some positive information of your town. What do you like about your hometown? For example, I love living in Stavropol. It's got its own culture and there is always something interesting going on. And you can use so well these phrases. I love living in your hometown. Your hometown is a great place to live, and living in your hometown suits me. One more time. For example, I want to speak about Stavropol. I love living in Stavropol. Stavropol is a great place to live. Living in Stavropol suits me. And now, guys, think of something negative. Some negative information you can give us about your hometown. For example, Stavropol is nice, but sometimes I find it a bit boring and it's very far from the capital. I need to go to Moscow sometimes, so for me it's a negative information. Good. Or describing these parts of our plan, you can use such adjectives as stressful, crowded, boring. Or you can use these phrases. There is not much for young people to do. Or it feels a bit cut off from the wider world. Good? Good, guys. So, we had 4 parts that we have to use describing our hometown. Let's remember, let's summarize one more time. Look, first of all, you have to introduce your hometown. After, you have to add more information. Think about background and details. After, you have to think about something you like about your hometown and something you don't like about your hometown. And this plan you have to use describing your hometown. Is it clear? Good, guys. We'll continue. And I want to present you an example. about my city, my hometown. We'll read it together. First, I have to introduce my hometown. We'll read it together. Stavropol is a city and administrative center of Stavropol region, located in the south of Russia. It is one of the largest cities in the North Caucasus and the North Caucasus Federal District. Okay, guys, and now I have to add background and details. So, there are a lot of parks and gardens in Stavropol. You can add one more details if you want, okay? After, I have to talk about what I like about my hometown. And in this part, I want to say that I love living in Stavropol. It's got its own culture and this is very comfortable city. And I finish by saying something I don't like, I dislike about my hometown. And my example, Stavropol is nice, but it's very far from the capital. Is it clear? Okay, guys. So, and now I want to say you, if you visit Stavropol, you will see what? A lot of different interesting places, a lot of beautiful monuments. And look at the whiteboard one more time. If you visit Stavropol, you will see. So what's about grammar? We use first conditional. How do we use first conditional? We have one phrase and we have two parts of this phrase. At the first part, look, in the first part, after if, I can use present simple. For example, present simple. And in the second part, I can use, for example, future simple. And this part is the main part, the main clause of the sentence. Is it clear? If you visit Stavropol, you will see a lot of interesting places. So guys, first conditional, one sentence and two parts of this sentence. First part, if clause. After if, you can use present simple, present continuous, present perfect, or to be going to. Look, the first part, the main clause, the main parts of your sentence, you can use future simple. Like an example, okay? Future simple. Okay, so my example. If you visit Stavropol, you will see beautiful places. Is it clear? Present simple here and future simple in the main parts of our sentence. Okay, we'll change something. Present continuous. Here it will be future simple, okay, for our examples. We'll read it together. If you are visiting Stavropol, you will see beautiful places. Okay? Is it clear? You can see how we can translate it, okay? Continue. And change present continuous for present perfect. Look at my example. If you have finished your studying, you will see beautiful places. Is it interesting? Okay, very good. And after, we have to change this part one more time. We can use to be going to. So we'll read it together. If you are going to come to Stavropol, you will see beautiful places. Good, guys. And one more example. Should and infinitive. In the first part, read it together. If you should come to Stavropol, you will see beautiful places. Good. And we'll summarize just a bit. So, first conditional. We are talking about something in future. It will happen in future. So, the first part of our sentence, after if, we can use present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and to be going to. And the main part of our sentence, the main clause, we can use future simple, imperative, modal verbs, present simple, and to be going to. Okay? Before, we had all our examples with future simple. Now, we will have one more examples with all these possibilities. Okay? Look at the whiteboard. So, here we have to use present simple in our examples, and here are all these possibilities. The first example, present simple here, okay, and imperative in the main part of our sentences. We'll read together. If you come to Stavropol, visit beautiful places. Okay? Very interesting example, yes? Next one. If you visit Stavropol, you can see beautiful places, or you should see beautiful places. So, modal verb in this part, okay? Can or should. Next one. If present simple, okay? And here, present simple, look at the whiteboard. If you come to Stavropol, you see beautiful places. You see beautiful places. Very interesting. Okay. Next one. To be going to in this part. If you come to Stavropol, you are going to see beautiful places. Good. Are you ready for the next one? And the next one, it's very important. Look, we can use not only if, sometimes we can use when. But what's the difference? Look at these examples. If he invites me, I will buy a present. Or you can use when, and it will change the sense of these sentences, okay? When he invites me, I will buy a present. Okay? Good, guys. We'll summarize one more time. After if or when, you can use present simple, present continuous, present perfect, or to be going to. And in the main clause, you can use future simple, imperative, modal verbs, and to be going to. And now, guys, it's time to practice. Look at the whiteboard and think about your examples, your phrases. So, if you come to Stavropol, you can see a lot of beautiful monuments. Do you remember? We have monument to the Red Guard soldier. Think of your sentence. Here, you have to use present simple, and here, you have to use future simple. Are you ready? We'll check it. My phrase is, if you visit Stavropol, you will see a beautiful monument to the Red Soldier. Your phrase could be different, but your phrase could be so well like my phrase, okay? Next one. You can use present continuous here in this part, or modal verb in this part. Your phrase is, are you ready for my example? If you are visiting Stavropol, you can see a beautiful monument to the Red Guard soldier. Okay, I think you have a very good sentence here too. Next one, look, it's our very beautiful state museum, Stavropol State Museum. Think of your phrase when you can use to be going to, after if, or imperative in the main clause. My example is, if you are going to visit Stavropol, come to the Stavropol State Museum. Okay, one more an example. The same Stavropol State Museum, and here present perfect, but here modal verbs. So, are you ready? We'll check it. If you have finished with your study, you can visit the Stavropol State Museum. One more an example. Alexandrovskaya Square, a very beautiful place. If clause, present simple, main clause, modal verbs. We'll check. If you come to Stavropol, you can visit Alexandrovskaya Square. Okay, very beautiful. One more example. To be going to, imperative, and we'll check it. If you are going to come to Stavropol, visit Alexandrovskaya Square. So guys, now we can make a lot of examples, but I want you to remember this grammar. After if, after when you can use all these tenses, and here at the second part, all these tenses. For this moment, I tell you, bye-bye, see you next lesson.